welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and I have told everybody that they must ting, ting, ting when I say this, right? I've told them, I've paid them. So welcome to another edition of the Culinary Hotline Bling! Ting, ting, ting. That was okay. We'll get better as the show goes along. Now, for the next few weeks, we are giving local food truck owners the opportunity to share some of their customer favorite dishes with us. Also to give you some of the sneaky recipes so you can use it at home too. And we have an executive chef, the owner of King's Kitchen, the man himself, Warren King, is here. And the first recipe we want to delve into is something simple. I think every food truck that you may have gone to, a burger is quite important, especially a beef burger. And Warren King is here to showcase his stuff. But Warren, welcome, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Isn't this amazing how, you know, you were in a food truck in a little window chi, and now you're like on a bigger window chi, which is the television. Amazing. Right?
I'm excited, yeah, 100%.
So, just Warren King, what a talent you are. Before we get onto your recipe, just a quick background. Transferring from executive chef into food truck owner, it's got to be, I mean, it's passion, of course, but I'm sure it was quite a challenge, like a risk to jump into a food truck industry that sometimes is very scary.
Extremely. I think you sometimes need to, as a chef, take a risk into what you want to do, and obviously you have to have a plan.
Yes, you do.
You can't just really jump into it and then figure out what you want to do.
Yes.
So it's like a pre-planned episode for me, and just taking all my experience that I've learned for the 14 years and developing everything into the truck. Great,
and that's the amazing thing. And talking about development, I'm watching you do some love making to this burger here, my word. I mean, you added a great seasoning onto a burger. Now, I need to know your meat for your burger.
Yes.
Everybody has their own mix.
Correct.
What's your mix like for your grind?
So it's like a 70-30% ratio to beef and fat, so that even if you have your burger well done, you're still going to have it nice and moist.
Oh, that's
instead of having a dry burger, which we shouldn't cook a burger well done anyways.
See, this is what many people don't sort of understand about burgers themselves. In fact, we're switching, by the way. You are standing aside now. Is that a burger itself is going to rest like a steak would, and I think a lot of people like to overcook, you know, their meats in that particular way. And 100%. I love just a little bit of blush in the middle for my burgers, you know. Nothing too well done. I don't want it grey in the middle. I still want to taste the meat a little bit.
Correct, yes.
I mean, you say 70-30 in terms of ratio, and you want to feel and taste the meat as well. And do you have any specific cuts of meat that you prefer over others, or are you pretty happy? I know people love chuck.
Yeah, so it's a blend between chuck and shoulder to meat, so that you can have different textures to it. I think is very important.
This is very, very great. In fact, if you have any questions, we're always open to them. So 0634088863. Remember, we are just opening this entire kitchen up. If you perhaps you've wanted to start a food truck and you want to ask Warren about, you know, how it is to start one. Maybe you've got some, you know, recipe ideas that you've tried and maybe you need to perfect. This is why we are here on the Culinary Hotline Bling, especially for you, with Warren King from King's Kitchen. Now, we're doing a bit of a toast in the burger. So let's go for basics here. So now you're cooking your burger. It is on, I'm looking, it's like medium high. Are you going there for that?
Yeah.
But your buns are toasted.
Yes, very important.
The significance of toasting your buns.
Yes.
Let's just, for those who are still starting out with burger making, why is that important for you?
I think for me personally, it just creates more flavor to your butter, because I always say, do you rather want your bread toasted or untoasted? Which is better? And also, if you toast it, it kind of holds the flavor instead of all the juices resting into the bun, where it becomes soggy.
That's
so if you toast your bun, it keeps all the flavor nice into it.
I agree, you know, and also that bite.
Yes.
Because, you know, you don't get a toast on the outside, so when you crunch into it, you know, you have that beautiful, that toasty layer, and then all the softness of the burger comes in, and all the other constituents of your burger, which is beautiful, which is great. So we're going to do a burger today. I'm seeing that you're cooking that to perfection. Buns are going in. I see you've got an oil pot right in the middle there.
Yes.
What is the connection there? What are we doing in that center?
So we'll be frying the Charlie croquettes.
Woo!
So it is a mushroom croquette that I do, not your normal or average mushroom. So it takes a nice span to actually create it. So I get mushrooms and then I chop it up, nice brunoise. And then from that, I will saute it I can get the moisture out.
Hold on. This thing, I'm looking at heights here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of height going on here. How big is this burger actually? Because the thing is, I've just seen a little picture of your burger.
Yeah.
Is it really that big? There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, now you tell me. Are you expecting a person to bite into that, like just as in their... Do you flatten it first to bite into it, or you just have to go for it?
What people normally do is when they see the mushrooms,
yes,
they actually take it off and eat it before they actually eat the burger.
Why would they do that?
So you should actually eat it with the burger so that you can get the entire... There we go.
Can we just show that? Sorry, I just want to show you this. It's important. You see this? This is what you want from your burger bun. If you're not doing this to your bun, you're not having fun. Don't forget that. Look at this. That's perfect, my friend. And now I'm looking at, see now your burger's got that caramelization on the outside, and this is why a 70-30 mix is important, because you've got those fats coming through. As soon as that fat hits that hot pan, it caramelizes. Once again, you've got another layer of texture when you have your burger, and you have your bite, which is so great. So I'm looking forward to the rest. So now your lettuce are going on, and I always call like lettuce it's a bit of vitality, but it's the protector from sogginess, if you think about it, you know, with the burger itself. But now let's go down with those Charlie croquettes when your oil is ready, because I'm excited to see how this height will look. Remember, 063-408-8863. If you have any questions for Warren or for myself, I mean, I'm happy to answer too. Please send that through. You can do that via voice note if you want to. Alternatively, jump on the line. We'd love to answer. All right, croquettes going in. Oil temperature, any specifics about that, or just basically
I think
lekker warm?
Not very hot. Otherwise, you're going to basically burn the breadcrumbs. And when the center would still... Because remember, I make it and I freeze it, so I can keep the texture.
Fantastic.
So when we fry it, you want the oil to be at least about between 170, 175. So it's nice and browns on outside, but soft on inside.
So tell me about a food truck here, because you just said you froze that. Now, in terms of food truck prep, I think this is an inside scoop, a bit of a secret. So maybe if you are indeed starting a food truck, or maybe your friend has one, the prep itself is quite important, because there are certain elements that you are going to cook prior before serving to customers, so that you can ensure that there's a lot more speed when it comes to service. So what are some of the things that you pre-plan and cook prior?
So I don't pre-plan and cook nothing. I do everything...
Everything fresh at King's Kitchen?
Everything fresh, 100%. The only thing that we pre-do is the croquettes, because it has to be frozen in order to plan ahead.
So good freshness no matter what?
Yeah, always fresh.
Oh, man.
Prep every day nice and fresh, so that the customer can get that experience of freshness.
And also just waiting at the window, smelling the smells. As you can, like, I'm smelling all the smells now, and I think that's the virtue of a food truck. You're smelling all the elements together and then getting a product, paying for it, but also supporting a small business. And this is what I love about food trucks as well. The great thing is that you're such a popular guy, Warren. We've got a voice note that came through on 063-408-8863. Let's take a listen.
Very good morning. My name is Sani from Expresso. I just want to ask if there isn't any tips on a nice sauce for a burger.
Thank you, Sani. I appreciate it. From Mitchell's Plain, tips for a sauce for a burger. Everybody's got their own thing. As a food truck owner, don't give away too many surprises, because I think a secret sauce is quite important, but elements that you think would build a good sauce. Any ideas?
I think, personally, just developing your own homemade sauce instead of just using an average basting sauce for burger, which a lot of people do use to keep that moisture and the taste to it. But personally, I like to develop my own sauces and keep it unique to what I know. And when a customer actually experiences it, they can taste that they haven't tasted this before.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. I was sauce for a burger. There was Sani. I hope they answered that question. In fact, Sani, I've got a little hint, a little tip for you as well if you are looking for one, because since I'm going through. So, Warren, I'm not sure if you ever heard about this, but sometimes you can actually take an onion, and you grate an onion. When you grate an onion, you can mix it through into a little bit of tomato sauce and mustard and create a sauce for your burger patty. So what that does is that grated onion, as soon as it hits the heat, it starts caramelizing on the actual burger. Even though I like my burgers without basting, but if you're going to baste the burger, a little idea for you, grate an onion into some tomato sauce and mustard, and you make a little burger sauce. It's absolutely beautiful, and you can save some for the actual layering of the burger as well. It's something that I tried at home.
Onion is flavor.
And it's flavor, brother. It's money.
Onion is money.
Oh, man.
You cannot start anything without an onion.
That's very true, especially the best curries. So, Warren, thank you so much for joining us here. Don't go anywhere, please. We've still got another 2 sections of this for you. Remember, question 063-408-8863. We're going to finish this burger for you, and I want to show you the height of it. So you may want to stick around for the proper King's Kitchen Warren King quality burger that's going to blow your mind in the next couple of minutes. So stick with us. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Good luck indeed. We are still cooking up so many things on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. James Johnson will be performing for you in the next couple of moments, so make sure you do stay there. And then we have this talented gentleman, Dylan Vinvogel, a.k.a. Wade, our friend. He trains so hard to be part of every movie role or series role he's a part of. He's a dancer, a massive performer. But Warren King is also a performer when it comes to a burger. So here's the thing, a little taste test just for my friend here, because don't say we don't feed you on Expresso. So I would like you to take a bite of that, but you're not allowed to take anything off. You must hold it and bite. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you so much. Here's a lappy for you. Thank you. And this is a taste test. Remember, the Culinary Hotline, we added this burger from King's Kitchen, Warren King's best. Make sure you don't miss a beat. Also, you must get some of that, the Charlie croquette as well. And here it comes. That's it. That is how you do it, my friend. That is how you do it. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you like the food? I'm going to be a manager at a restaurant now. While you're eating, you said the food nice.
It's super lovely.
Okay, there we go. You know, in fact, wash it down. Warren, what did you add to this here? What is this?
So this is complements the burger. It's a chocolate and coffee milkshake.
Here's a chocolate and coffee milkshake to flush it down. And now your response to it. What do you think from Warren King?
Oh. All the synonyms for phenomenal. That's what that is.
That's it. And anybody who can handle the word synonym that early in the morning has got to be somebody to watch out for entertainment news that you'll be doing a little bit later on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So make sure you stay there, have a cup of coffee. We'll be right back.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3, and you're just in time because we are back with another Culinary Hotline Bling. That's right. Now, for the next couple of weeks, we are giving local food truck owners the opportunity to share some of their customers' favorite dishes, and they're going to be sharing it with us. So joining us this morning is executive chef and owner of King's Kitchen, Warren King, and we are about to make another sensational recipe. If you missed it earlier, Warren made a burger. I feel like I'm underselling it here, but now we're about to make a prawn and chicken bowl served with a lime shake. Now, we've got an image of the delicious burger that was made earlier, and we're about to prepare the second dish, and I'm glad I'm here for this one.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So, Warren, when you create these dishes, do you just go based on flavors, moments? Is it an accident that it happened, or is it on purpose?
I think moments and what inspires me at the moment. Things that I've done before that I want to actually incorporate into a dish.
Okay.
So that the customers can have a sense of what I'm all about.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So what is this dish all about?
Cool. So this dish is basically a Cajun prawn and a Cajun chicken dish. Just came to me, I saw something online one day and I thought I could recreate it.
Okay.
So basically it is fries, hand-cut fries, so it's a nice bowl. And then I have deveined prawns and the Cajun chicken pieces. So I tie it all together with a sambal au leccaioli, also homemade.
Ooh.
And then some fresh condiments, which is grilled corn, spring onion, red chili, tomato, jalapeno chives, and then finished off with a lime segment.
Okay, fantastic. So this looks like one of those dishes, because I know prawns is one of those things you don't want to overcook it.
Correct.
It's probably the last thing to go on the pan and onto the dish. So you're starting off with making the fries.
Correct.
And now you're busy?
I'm seasoning the prawns. So when the fries come out, the prawns will go into the pan, and then I will finish it with the chicken.
Okay,
yeah.
So the chicken's also going to be deep fried?
Correct, yes.
Okay, fantastic. Now, working in small confined spaces, what would you say is the trick? Because you do operate out of a food truck.
Correct.
So how do you make sure you get... How much preparation goes into an evening of running your food truck?
A lot. I think you just need to always have your mise en place, which is your prep, on time, because there's no time to prep and to still prepare the dishes. So you always be consistent with having your dishes beforehand, whether it is all your garnishes, your meat, your proteins.
Okay.
And make sure everything is there so that you're always ready, I think.
Okay.
Which is important.
And have you figured out the timing? How long must those potatoes go for them to be perfect?
So about 4 minutes in, and then by the time the potatoes come out, the prawns will go into the pan. By the time the prawns are finished, the chicken will be finished as well, so that it can have a...
It's like a beautiful dance. You've figured out how all of these elements need to come together at the same time so that when you serve your customers your dish, everything still needs to be hot.
100%.
Okay. So here, what are some of those things you can prep beforehand? You can obviously cut your fries.
Yeah, the fries beforehand. All these fresh garnishes you can do beforehand, and that's about it. I do the prawns fresh. The chicken, obviously you can freeze it, so that's fine. And then the sauce you can do beforehand also, because the longer this aioli sits, the better it actually infuses.
Oh, it tastes better the next day.
100%.
Oh, I love that. Now, Warren, what we've done is we've asked our viewers if they have any culinary questions. They were invited to be part of this discussion. So we've actually got 2 voice notes for you. So let's take a listen to the first one. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Helena from East London. I'd like to know a little bit more about what it means to eat processed food, or rather not eat it. Apparently it is not a very healthy way of eating. Are prepared frozen or fresh meals healthy to eat? I can see that the burger meat is not processed that you had this morning. It's definitely cooked from scratch, prepared from scratch. But the sauces that go with foods, are they healthy to eat?
Okay, so Helena wants to know the take on processed food. I mean, you make everything here, so nothing is considered processed.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And your take on using processed ingredients?
I think fresh ingredients is always better than processed, because you really don't know what is in the processed ingredients. If you want to get that freshness and uniqueness about the product. Processed food, personally, it is, as a chef, is horrible for me, because I believe in fresh products all the time, because once it gets to your palate, you can taste the difference.
You can. And Helena, just to give you some context, in order for something to be processed, they add preservatives, and something to have a longer shelf life, all of those preservatives is added, and that is where the unhealthy part comes in. So if you can opt for freshly made, then that should be able to give you an answer of how to stay clear of processed food. Chef, we have another, before we get to our next voice note, how are our potatoes coming along?
Potatoes are about a minute out.
Okay, let's see what they're looking for. What's the color we're going for?
So just nice and golden brown.
Okay.
Not too crispy, because you're going to get a texture from your chicken and all your fresh ingredients.
Okay.
So you want it just enough on the outside, but nice and soft in the inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're not making slap chips?
No.
Okay.
We're making crispy fries.
We are making crispy fries. So we've got another voice note we want to get through. So let's take a listen to this one. Good morning.
Good morning, Expresso. This is Jan from Cartonville. I'd just love to know, when you cook something in the pressure cooker, like a stew, is it best to put everything from the beginning in, or do you have to do it in stages? And then I also would like to say to Wasty, that burger is nearly the size of you.
Oh,
Thank you, Expresso.
very
You guys
amazing.
must have an awesome day. Thank you for a lovely show.
Oh, thank you, Jan. We appreciate that. Okay, so you made an incredible burger, wasty size. And when it comes to creating a stew and using a pressure cooker, Jan wants to know, do you do everything in one go, or are there various stages involved when creating a stew?
I think there are various stages that you can do. Obviously, if you can use your meat, you're going to want to brown it with your onions so that you can get the flavor and the texture to it. And then from there, you'll add your stock to it, cook it in a pressure cooker, and then afterwards add your vegetables or whatever it is, so that you can still have the texture to the vegetables. And by the time you add them, your meat will already be nice and brown and cooked.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Do you make use of a pressure cooker often to prep some of your components, or
No.
nothing on the menu right now?
Nothing on the menu right now. I never used the pressure cooker on the food truck before now.
Okay, okay. Well, Chef, we're going to come back to you because our fries, let's just see how they are doing. I feel like it's been a minute. Do you need a few more seconds for those beautiful potato fries?
About 30 seconds and we're good.
We're going to need another 30 seconds. So what we'll do is we'll continue to just prep these elements and Chef will come and put it all together for you so that you do not miss out on anything. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Chef Warren King.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, you mentioned good food. You had me, Graham. Listen, we are still in the kitchen with Warren King, the man behind King's Kitchen, the food truck, and you're about to finish off our delicious prawn and chicken bowl.
Yes.
With a lime shake.
Correct.
So, okay. Should I mimic? Should I assist? May I assist you?
100%.
Okay.
That'd
so
be
we're
amazing.
just going in with the beautiful crispy chicken bits.
We get that.
Fantastic.
And then aioli will go on there, and then we'll start on the garnishes. Here we
Feel
go.
like, Chef,
You
we're
can
just
take
going
that.
in. We're just going in. Is there a pattern to it?
No, you just feel free to do whatever you want.
Okay. The chili is potent.
Yeah, chili is always amazing. And then some grilled corn.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Spring onion.
Some spring onion.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just something about the way you're placing it and
Just
the way I'm
touch with the
placing it.
jalapenos.
Little touch of jalapenos. There we go.
And then what we do is we just dab it lightly with the aioli, slightly on the chicken to get that flavor.
Oh, fantastic.
And then we will go with placing the prawns on the dish.
Oh, look at that.
There we
So
go.
where will people be able to find King's Kitchen? Are there specific spots where you like to be stationed? Are there perhaps, you know, a place where we can stay up to date on social media where you advertise where you'll be?
Correct. So I'm always on social media, on our Instagram or TikTok page. We launch a new menu every week. Other than the Charlie burger that we prepared, that is the signature burger with the chocolate coffee shake, some aioli. And yeah, we can just follow us on our Insta page. And we do pop-ups every week. So if you are in whatever area, in the north, south, we will be popping up there anytime soon.
Oh, this looks incredible. Chef, do you mind if I go in and try one of the chicken with a piece of the chip?
Yeah.
Which one's the tasting one and which one's the display one?
Tasting?
Tasting,
Yeah,
the
you
one
can
I
go with
made
the
is the
prawn first,
tasting
yeah.
one. Okay. We'll go in with a beautiful crispy chicken. I love the crunch. Beautiful flavors.
Squeeze some lime on for you for the prawns.
That will need an ad break for that. Oh, thank you, Chef. This is incredible. I take this as breakfast, as served.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely incredible. I love how I took a bite and now I have to talk. Well, listen, we are taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Warren King is not going anywhere. He
Lime
served
shake.
us our lime shake. We've got our chicken and prawn bowl here, served with our lime shake. And when we get back, Chef's going to show us how to make a buttermilk chicken burger. Ooh, something you do not want to miss out on. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to another installment of the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting. Nice bass in the kitchen today. The last dish on today's menu is a crispy buttermilk burger served with a vanilla shake. Warren, you have blown us away. A simplistic brilliance, I think, is a great way to kind of encapsulate what you do. There is so much going on in these recipes that we've seen done before, but not like this. Not like this, buddy.
Thank
You've
you.
absolutely blown us away today. We are moving on to the buttermilk chicken burger. There was something about this that people just love. How do you do it? Why is this such a staple for you?
I think because I do it a bit differently. Obviously, having a lot of people have the buttermilk in the chicken to recipe. I marinated the day before. I think the buttermilk also breaks the tendons and makes it more moist in the chicken. So then what I do is I add the buttermilk to the chicken, and then I use paprika, chili flakes, and just salt.
And just salt.
Just keep it basic, yeah.
Al natural. Okay, well, we're going to crack on
100%.
and let you work your magic here. There is something beautiful about the texture of a burger like this, but that means you've got to get that right.
You have to, 100%. I believe that. You have to just keep your eye on it so that you don't overcook it, because you don't want a chicken breast all dry.
For sure.
And you don't want the sauce to obviously overcompensate the burger itself because you want to taste the protein before anything else.
Exactly, the integrity of the food. And we get beautiful chicken here. And I know chicken is a lot safer. It's a much safer space to play in than it used to be back in the day. I don't think we talk about the PTSD of, the bygone era when it comes to like salmonella and things like that. We have moved forward greatly. So now it's about getting that balance of the crispy crumb, that texture on the outside, the beautiful tender chicken. You've used quite like solid chicken breasts as well.
Correct, very important. The chicken breast, what I do is I take the chicken breast as a whole, so I don't cut it up and weigh it. So however I get it, I use it. And then I just score it slightly on the chicken breast so it can infuse with all the ingredients. And then on this seasoning, just normal salt that I use in the flour, so salt and cornstarch.
Okay.
I think that 50-50 ratio is very good for it. It also gets that extra crisp into the chicken.
Buddy, how long has it taken you to get to this? Because you do make it kind of look effortless, but I would imagine there's been some blood, sweat and tears to get to these points of perfection.
Oh, no, 100%. 14 years in the making.
Sure.
And then into your nice temperature oil, drop that chicken down.
That's a bit of a conundrum for me because obviously you want your chicken to cook through, but you don't want to overdo it or have a kind of a completely overcompensate, like you say, with the crisp on the crumb. How do you kind of know?
So it's basically just by checking it all the time and making sure that you're not overcooking it. Your oil should be on the correct temperature so that your batter doesn't get brown before your chicken actually cooks.
Okay. Would you go as far as, I suppose you just eyeball these things now, you've got a pretty clear idea, an intuition. How would you know that the temperature is right? What's optimal for?
I think for chicken breast, between 165 and 170 degrees.
Okay.
Keeping it at bay.
Cool, I get that. Oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I suppose there becomes this kind of expectation, because you're so well known for the things that you do well, kind of people are coming there to get what they want.
Correct.
Do you feel the weight of that expectation? Is that something that kind of keeps you up at night? Because you've kind of made such an incredible name for yourself now. There is this expectation that you're going to deliver, man.
Yeah, you have to be, I believe you have to be consistent in what you do.
Exactly.
Because if you come to me whenever it is, part of the day, or any time of the year, you want to get the exact same experience to when you came a year ago. So you have to be consistent in what you do because people are coming back for the exact same product.
Completely, especially for this kind of craving food.
Yes, 100%.
And I would imagine, because I unfortunately can't partake in the prawns, but when I look at something like that, it's different, it's simple, but it's brilliant. And you must get people at least once a week coming, okay, it's time, I need my plug-in, I need my stuff.
Yeah, simplicity is key sometimes. Sometimes you just need to keep the ingredients simple, but execute it well.
Do it well.
Yes.
For sure. That's maybe some great jumping off kind of advice for someone wanting to stake a claim for themselves in this space. If someone's got that foodie bug, they've got the talent, but they want to kind of wrap it up in a package, a nice food truck that can speak to that. What advice do you have for them?
I just think before you do anything, especially having a food truck and you might be coming from the culinary industry or not, you need to plan well, you need to believe in your product, what you're selling, and just try and do something a bit different to what someone else is doing. Because people's perception of a food truck is boerewors, normal burgers. That's why we try and do the burgers, but we do it the gourmet style. So there's something different. And we obviously pair all our dishes with a milkshake. So you're going to basically have a dining experience out of a food truck. Like when you go to a restaurant, when you have wine and something to eat, that's the experience you're
Give
trying
yourself
to
a hook,
emulate.
just a little something, something. So as we put the finishing touches on these gorgeous burgers, we don't want to rush the process. Absolutely amazed at how you do what you do. I now understand why you have the reputation that you have. Thank you so much for sharing that love with us today. And we'll pop back into the kitchen in just a moment to see the finished product wrapped up. But this has been a journey, and if this has inspired you, we want to see pictures. If you're going to go out there and launch your own food truck, we want to be a part of that journey.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And Warren King has proven himself as the king of this kitchen. There we have our beautiful, but let's now look at that. Buttermilk chicken done on a different level. Buddy, thank you so much. And of course, paired with Your little milkshake.
Yes,
Absolutely
100%.
love it. Dude, I love what you're putting down. It's been so cool having you in our studio today. We wish you continued success. This is all absolutely amazing. I'm going to just add the one last little ingredient that goes in there. Well done. And that looks as good as it tastes. Absolutely amazing. I think this one, it's got even written there, James. It's just for you, babe.